Imagine an island where taking a single wrong step could put you within striking distance of one of the deadliest snakes on Earth. An island so dangerous that almost no one is allowed to set foot on it. No tourists, no permanent residents. Only a handful of scientists, accompanied by the Brazilian Navy, receive permission to visit. Welcome to Snake Island. Officially known as Ilha da Queimada Grande, this small island lies about 35 kilometers off the coast of São Paulo, Brazil. At first glance, it looks like paradise. Dense Atlantic rainforest, towering cliffs, crystal clear waters, countless seabirds flying overhead. But hidden beneath the leaves and rocks is a predator found nowhere else on Earth. The Golden Lancehead. Known scientifically as Bothrops insularis, this remarkable snake evolved in complete isolation, creating one of nature's most extraordinary survival stories. To understand why this island became home to such an incredible species, we need to travel back thousands of years. Around 10,000 years ago, at the end of the last ice age, global temperatures began to rise. As massive glaciers melted, sea levels gradually increased. Large areas of land disappeared beneath the ocean. What had once been connected to mainland Brazil slowly became isolated by rising waters. One of those isolated pieces of land would eventually become Snake Island. The snakes trapped there suddenly faced an entirely new world. There were no large mammals, no rodents, no traditional prey. Only birds stopped on the island during their seasonal migrations. For many predators, this dramatic environmental change would have meant extinction. But not for the ancestors of the Golden Lancehead. Instead of disappearing, they adapted. Generation after generation, natural selection favored snakes that could capture fast-moving birds before they escaped. Their venom became increasingly specialized, more powerful, more efficient, capable of immobilizing prey almost instantly. Today, scientists consider the venom of the Golden Lancehead among the most specialized of any pit viper on Earth. Its primary purpose isn't to threaten humans. It's an evolutionary solution to catching birds that can fly away within seconds. Every successful hunt meant survival. Every failed strike meant another missed opportunity to eat. Over thousands of years, evolution shaped one of the most efficient ambush predators on the planet. Unlike many snakes that rely heavily on camouflage alone, the Golden Lancehead combines patience with astonishing precision. It can remain perfectly motionless for hours, sometimes even longer, waiting silently among branches, rocks, or fallen leaves. Then, in a fraction of a second, it strikes. The attack is almost impossible for the human eye to follow. The bird rarely has time to react. Once bitten, the venom quickly begins disrupting tissues and the circulatory system. The prey weakens within moments. Escape becomes impossible. For the snake, every successful hunt represents another step in a survival story that has lasted for thousands of years. Despite the frightening reputation of Snake Island, the reality is often misunderstood. Many people believe the island is literally covered by snakes in every square meter. That isn't true. The population changes depending on habitat quality, food availability, climate conditions, and ongoing scientific surveys. Even so, researchers agree that the island supports one of the highest concentrations of venomous snakes found anywhere on Earth. That fact alone makes every expedition an extremely careful operation. Scientists never walk carelessly. Every step is planned. Protective equipment is essential. Constant attention can mean the difference between safety and disaster. Because of these risks, the Brazilian government strictly controls access to the island. Unauthorized visits are prohibited. Only researchers with special authorization, environmental agencies, and the Brazilian Navy may enter under controlled conditions. These restrictions exist not only to protect people, they also protect one of the rarest snake species on Earth. The Golden Lancehead exists nowhere else. If this island were damaged, the species could disappear forever. Ironically, one of the greatest threats facing these snakes isn't humans visiting the island. It's the loss of genetic diversity. Because the population has remained isolated for thousands of years, maintaining healthy genetic variation has become an important conservation challenge. Climate change, Disease and habitat disturbance could all affect the future of this remarkable species. That is why scientists continue monitoring the island carefully. Every expedition provides valuable information about behavior, reproduction, population size, and conservation. The Golden Lancehead is also important for another reason. Its venom has attracted worldwide scientific interest. Researchers study its unique compounds in hopes of developing new medicines and improving treatments for cardiovascular diseases and blood-related disorders. Nature often hides extraordinary discoveries in the most unexpected places. Snake Island reminds us that even the world's most feared animals can contribute to saving human lives. The Golden Lancehead is not a monster. It is not an evil creature waiting for people. It is simply an animal perfectly adapted to an environment created by thousands of years of isolation and evolution. A living example of how nature never stops changing. Snake Island remains one of Earth's most mysterious places, forbidden to most, misunderstood by many, but essential for understanding evolution, biodiversity, and the delicate balance of isolated ecosystems. Sometimes the most dangerous places on our planet are also the most important. And hidden among the forests of this isolated Brazilian island lives a species found nowhere else, a silent reminder that evolution can create wonders as extraordinary as they are dangerous. If you enjoyed this documentary, don't forget to subscribe to Non-Brazilian Snakes for more incredible stories from the wild, where science, nature, and survival come together in ways that seem almost impossible to believe.